Ayatul Kursi is a verse of the Quran which is a protecting verse. So we're told to recite it, right? Because it protects you against evil forces. So Muslims are encouraged to recite it, for example, before they go to sleep at night, because it protects you from the evil beings that may come to you at night in your dreams, etc. Because one of the ways they try to affect you is through when you're in dream realm. Because the mind, something happens during sleep. Again, sleep is one of those puzzles of modern science as well. How it really works. But there's a metaphysical dimension to it. We go somewhere else, our mind, our consciousness, our souls, into a different realm. And these beings tend to affect people in sleep a lot as well. So Ayatul Kursi is a protection. The interesting story about Ayatul Kursi, in Islam, who informed us about the Ayatul Kursi being a protection against shaitan? It was the shaitan himself. One thing that he spoke the truth about. So the story basically goes, during the time of the Prophet, peace be upon him, one of the companions, he was put in charge of the charity, right? The Bayt al-Mal, the place of charity, because people give charity, it would be in a place, if anyone needed, they can come and take from the charity. So I think it was the charity he was guarding something precious. I think it was the charity. And one night this man comes and he steals from the charity. And the companion of the Prophet catches him and says, "What, you're stealing, I'm going to take you to the Prophet." He says, "No, let me go." He makes up an excuse, my family's poor, etc. Next night he comes back, does the same thing. And I think he does this consecutively 2 or 3 nights in a row. And on the 3rd or 4th occasion, this companion of the Prophet catches him. He says, "I'm taking you to the Prophet this time. I mean, enough is enough. You keep stealing," right? He says, "No, let me go. I'll tell you something of benefit. Just let me go," right? And he says, "If you recite Ayatul Kursi, it will protect you against the shaitan," right? So he lets him go. Next morning, the companion goes to the Prophet and he says, "This man kept doing this and he told me this." And the Prophet informs him that the man that came to you was the shaitan. He was an evil jinn in the form of a man. And what he said in this instance was true. That the Ayatul Kursi does protect you against shaitan. So that's some of the history behind Ayatul Kursi itself.